My name's Sydney, Sydney Bawler. Bawler being my wonderful artist name. I'm not just up my own ass, it is my last name. I make garage music, very heavy, very skippy drums, some nice wobbles on there. I started doing music because my dad, he would always show me lots of different kinds of music. Things like NWA, then also like Skrillex, and then like Pink Floyd. So I always like had a wide range of music when I was a child, and then I started actually producing music. I used to play a lot of video games, and I just shuffle songs on YouTube, which then showed me Mark Garrix and Oliver Heldens, and I was like, these guys are sick. I want to do what they do and play on big stages. And so yeah, I just kind of went from there, downloaded FL Studio, and yeah, just kept practicing from there really since I was like 11. Yeah, I played a few house sets. Newport just as like a sort of just practice thing. I'd drive there with all my mates, get paid in drink tokens, which I couldn't use because I was driving. It was in a small little place, which I think is shut down now. Yeah, Newport, lovely place, land of dreams. My mate Evan, he makes beats and stuff and asked me to help him out making this drum and bass song. And so we worked on it. It was a remix of Fall Too Fast by Particle. Realised I really enjoyed it, started listening to more drum and bass, got really into it, and just went from there. Just kept making just different kinds of songs inspired by people like Boo, Serum, Mosey. They were like my big sort of inspirations when I was making drum and bass. I applied for a grant from Youth Music Charity. They gave me a fair bit of money to make this EP, which was sort of inspired around dreams, which is why it's called Dream. And the whole EP kind of, if you listen to it through, somewhat tells a story. The idea was that this kid goes to sleep and just travels through like this sort of weird liminal dream space, which was kind of the theme for the EP. But yeah, just released that on Spotify. It didn't do amazingly, but I'm quite proud of it. I think it sounds quite cool. I experimented a lot and like experimented with different sounds and things. It was a nice kind of project to work on for a bit. What if Subway Surfers theme and UK Garage had a sweet baby, had a sweet child? That's what I was wondering. So so I made it. I was on the bus back from my girlfriend's house, and I just had the Subway Surfers theme stuck in my head. And at the time I was making a lot of drum and bass, but I was like, this will only work as garage, the idea that I had. So I went home, banged out a quick idea, really sort of experimented because I've not really made much garage before. Yeah, I ended up posting the idea for the big 2 hours after I made it. The whole thing blew up, and the next day I was getting like people contacting me, asking when it's being released, all this kind of stuff. And then from the success that had and how much fun I had making it and listening to it, I was like, I need to stick with UK garage because it's a nice kind of nice mix of all my sort of inspirations. The Skrillex remix, I've always been a big fan of Skrillex since my dad. Actually, I used to be really scared of his songs, like Kill Everybody, really scared me when I was like 10. But yeah, I've always been a big fan. I was like, I'll take these, chop them up, mess around with them a bit, add sort of garage drums. And then yeah, it was a similar thing to Subway Surfers where I just posted it on TikTok. Yeah, it just blew up, just did really well, just kept posting it. Since I started posting garage on TikTok, because I didn't get much success with posting drum and bass stuff on TikTok. Yeah, I posted some garage and loads of different people contacted me, like we found Sound, who I released the Xena remix with, Duckland, who I've got a release coming with, that's my I Can't Stop remix. So me and Pirate followed each other on TikTok for a bit, just contacting each other back and forth. Ended up messaging him on Instagram, or he messaged me, I can't remember, saying, oh, we should do something together. We were like, well, Screws and Kippo's remix of Bonesaw is going off at the minute, like blowing up loads. And it sounds really cool, it's a cool idea to sort of rejig drum and bass tunes into UK garage. So we were like, we'll go find a song. I went off and thought of Nope by Toxinate, just a banger. Yeah, I made up a quick idea, sent the stems over to Pirate, and then we just kept sending them back and forth. And and eventually posting it on TikTok, which then did really well, got the attention of Josh from Days. He contacted us, asked if we wanted to release it weekdays, which we then did, and since then that's just done insanely well. It's been played all over the world, so pretty cool. Yeah, the Crown Set, that was my first gig in Bristol. I was on first at 11. Yeah, with Duckland obviously, and it was incredible. There was so much energy. Like, all my mates came. I thought I was going to be behind the decks, really nervous, just looking at them, not looking at the crowd at all. But no, I had a great time. Just really got into it, and everyone, the crowd was loving it. Fat Belly Sound, yeah. So my housemate Yori introduced me to Bill, who's with Fat Belly, and I went to one of their events, and that was the first time I heard my songs played live, which was so special. And then met all of Fat Belly Sound, all lovely people. I met up with them one time after work, spoke with Pat, who's one of the co-owners, met all the other boys again, and talked about becoming a resident with them, so that's where I'm at now, resident with Fat Belly Sound, the sticker and all. So Rosh from Days contacted me like a week before the event, got on a call, he was like, hey, do you want to headline Attic? And that was my second gig in Bristol, the second proper gig as Bawler. So to have that as a headline was insane. I didn't know what to expect. But yeah, again, loads of people coming. Like my mates were talking to some random people and they were like, oh, you came to see us? Like, oh, we came to see Bawler. It's just, yeah, it was nice seeing actual random people wanting to come see me instead of just my mates. And yeah, really, really good time, fun energy. I'd like to hopefully just keep bumping out the free downloads at the minute, because those always do really well, to the point where I can release original. I had one come out with a Xena edit on Profound Sound, which got a great reaction, and I'm just working on trying to get more originals out. Ideally, you know, I'd like to be main stage of Boomtown or something like that, but we've got to try and be a bit more realistic. But I don't know, it's always the main dream, being at Boomtown or Tomorrowland or something like that. Yeah, hopefully just keep releasing originals, keep releasing remixes until I can just fund myself and just be an artist instead of working like at a restaurant as well. Fear!